Thank you, Mr. President. I rise on a point of personal privilege.
Senator has the floor.
Thank you. There's growing consensus, even among lawmakers in the General Assembly, that now is the time to improve the safety net for mental health services. In fact, both the House and the Senate budgets increase funding for these services way beyond the $36 million that Governor McDonald presented in December. In fact, the Senate budget increases it by $20 million. But what Virginians may not know is that under Marketplace Virginia, in the Senate budget, the state would gain approximately $200 million a year for mental health services, and 77,000 uninsured Virginians needing these services would benefit from the plan. These dollars would support medication, therapy, community-based treatment programs, inpatient hospitalizations that individuals could access when the first signs of mental illness show themselves. A recent report from the organization Fight Crime, Invest in Kids, the report was entitled Cut Violence, Cut Prison Costs, noted that if low-income families receive medical insurance, they are more likely to be routinely screened and treated for their health problems, such as substance abuse, depression, and excessive aggression. I believe that treating mental illness must begin at a much earlier stage, and this will only happen if people have insurance to pay for these services. Margaret Crow, the Executive Director of Voices for Virginia's Children, notes, quote, "There's no way Virginia can successfully reform its mental health care system without addressing the uninsured." I think we would all agree with that, I would hope. Marketplace Virginia has the potential to make us all healthier and safer while the federal government absorbs a significant amount of the cost. I do want to note that Senator Deed's bill, Senate Bill 260, and other bills before the General Assembly do take important steps to improve the crises safety net, and I applaud those steps. But again, I believe that treating mental illness must begin at a much earlier stage. And again, this will only happen if individuals who need these services have insurance. I think it's critical that Virginia seize this opportunity to leverage federal dollars by adopting Marketplace Virginia. And I submit to the ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, now is the time to act. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator.